After losing my friend in the last episode, I just kept travelling south. I went through Zelenogorsk, did some looting there, went down to Cherno, checked the high rises for snipers, but no one seemed to be around. I didn't see anyone in that town at all. Went shopping at the supermarkets without incident. Continued on through Prigorodki, and the plan was to skim around Electro and look in like I normally do, maybe pick off a few campers or something. If you've watched the previous video that I made on why you keep dying in Electro, you'll know that I really don't recommend going into the centre of Electro. I don't really recommend going on roofs in them either. But I got pretty tempted. I was watching some fresh spawns running around, I heard some gunshots, and I just wanted to get in there and see what happened. It reminded me of the beginning of Alice in Wonderland, where she's following the rabbit down the rabbit hole. I was just following this, this Bambi into the centre of the pit. Unfortunately, I accidentally deleted the footage where I was following this guy and I lost him. But I got the most interesting parts on footage. This is where it starts.
Are you friendly? Friendly? Are you friendly?
Yeah, I'm friendly for sure.
Killer's alive. Killer.
Fuck. So there you have it. After 6 episodes, this character's finally dead. I could have survived a lot longer. I'm sure I could make a 20 or 30 episode series just on one character if I really tried. But how awesome would it have been if I'd killed that guy that was chasing these fresh spawns and run up and talk to them, and, you know, it just would have made a great video. So it was worth the risk, in my opinion. It's also a really good example of the other video I made about why it's so easy to die in Electro. And getting up on that roof, you know, you've only got one escape route, and when I was climbing down, you know, you don't know who's there. There are so many people, so many different directions they're coming from, you've just got no chance. Maybe after I'd fired the shots, if I'd started climbing down the ladder immediately and got out, maybe they would have shot me at the door. Maybe I would have escaped as they were shooting me, something like that. Who knows, but it's game over. Well, in remembrance of his life, I think we should do a quick recap of everything, of the main events of this character's life. In the first episode, I was shot at by people camping in the military base at Zelenogorsk. I managed to escape even though I got hit. I got into a position where I could watch them, but I didn't have a gun which was capable of hitting them at that range. So I just fired a few shots to scare them a little, basically. I then went down to the coast and got on the trail of a couple of people who were at Bolota, at the airstrip. I followed them all the way through Cherno, tracking them, listening to the sounds they made. They were shooting zombies the whole way through, making lots of noise. Eventually, when I tried to approach them, one of them didn't respond. He just slowly turned towards me, so I shot him, and when his friend came back, I killed him as well. Episode 3, I went to Electro and just started messing with some people who were apparently killing just fresh spawns and whoever they saw for fun. I also whinged a lot about the lag and glitchiness in DayZ and Armor's close quarter combat. Next episode, I hung out with Jaden. We went up to the northeast airfield and he lied to someone and killed them in cold blood while I watched. In episode 5, I met someone who had only been playing for a couple of days, but they'd already geared up pretty well, and they were just asking some questions about the game, and we were keeping each other company as we travelled south. Then the server reset and I lost him. That's where this episode begins. So in total, the whole thing, all the footage put together goes for over an hour. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good one.